Hello and welcome back. It's going to be a little off the cuff, unedited video. All my videos are off the cuff and unedited. Okay, so anyhow, what do we know about communism? I think what we know is that none of us want it. What do we know about socialism? I'll bet there's a whole bunch of people who want socialism. They're called liberals. Liberals want to have power and control over everything. Hey, why wasn't the COVID relief geared towards bringing back businesses? Yeah, I know why. Because all the billionaires want the businesses to go out of business, so they'll be the only people in business, so they can have all the money and fucking buy everything up. Yeah, you know how it works. And why are they letting illegal aliens come across the border? I'm pretty sure I know why they're letting them come across the border. And are they vaccinated and checked to see if they have COVID before they come across? I don't think so. Yeah, and how much are the cartels, the human smugglers, making now? Is it billions? Is it like 1 billion or 2 billion? No, it's like 13 billion. Yeah. So they want to meet up with Mr. Biden and make him a honorary member of the Gulf cartel. Because Biden's making them more money than anybody. And what's China doing? China's sending over fentanyl like you wouldn't believe. Oh, was that happening under Trump? No. Was high gas prices happening under Trump? No. Was unsecured borders happening under Trump? No. Was the crap that happened in Afghanistan, would that ever happen under Trump? Fuck no. Even his own generals told him not to do it, and he did it any fucking ways. Because he's probably doing China a favor by getting out of there completely so they can grab the lithium rights. Afghanistan has more lithium than any other country. Yeah. Where was I going? Oh yeah, socialism and communism. So what happens when you kill a country's main energy source, the oil and gas? What happens? What happens to normal folk? Now, we know rich folks who live in their gated communities, and they have their blue hair, and they say how much they hate America, and they teach their children to be sexualized when they're fucking kindergartners or something. Yeah, and what they're doing is they're getting into the schools and they're teaching them cultural race theory. So now in order to get a degree in college, all you have to do is say Donald Trump bad. And then, well, there's your degree, Bobby. Or Cindy the revolutionary with blue hair. Yeah. Yeah, and then you ask those people questions about just common stuff like who's a worse president, President Trump, who gave us the greatest single-year economy of any president in history of any G7 nation, or you put a picture of Mao or some of these Stalin, some of these fascist communist dictators who killed hundreds of millions of people. Maybe it wasn't hundreds of millions, but millions. And you ask them, who's worse person, President Trump or these murderous dictators? And, a good high percentage of them pointed out Trump. See, so that's how brainwashed that they are. They're so clueless about world security. It's like you give the Taliban $85 billion and then you say, hey, by the way, our southern border is wide open. It's like they want tragedy. It's like if Trump did anything like this, we'd all be screaming. And don't get it twisted, because I liked Obama. I liked Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, like one of my favorite presidents ever. Yeah, and I would have liked Tulsi Gabbard too. But you guys are too much of a dumb fucks to let her be in charge. Yeah, she'd have been a great president. So, once a country's oil and gas supply, the fossil fuel industry is wiped out, yeah, we'll all live in poverty. The only people that won't be living in poverty are the rich and powerful, Hollywood elites, and all the far-left government who wants this shit. And they want your guns, too. So they put you in poverty, they take your guns, and then guess what happens? Yeah. So I got a little off subject on this video, and yeah, I just wanted to say, if you guys want to save your country, probably be a good idea to vote red. Vote conservative. They're America first. And they tell facts. They don't make up things like the left's doing right now. Like they're standing in front of a city that's being burned down and they're calling it peaceful protest. And then Trump says, march peacefully to the Capitol, and you impeach him for that. After he said he wanted 20,000 National Guard to be put up on duty for the commencement, and Nancy Pelosi and the chief of the Washington police said no. So it's their fault, not Trump's fault. And some of the, don't know who did it exactly, but there's video, and AOC commented on it to Nancy Pelosi. So fact check it and comment down below after you fact check it, if you don't mind. AOC straight up told Nancy Pelosi, that there's video, and there is video, of state police or somebody allowing people just to walk right into the Capitol. They opened the doors for them. So, yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that, and like the Hunter Biden laptop, and then the Trump's account being taken down before the election. What are all those things? What do they have? What's in common with this? They control the newspapers. They control the social media. If you take down a president's account, you control the social media. There's no doubt about that. Think about if you did that in North Korea or Russia. What would happen? Okay? And if you control the White House, Senate, and Congress, and big Hollywood, all a bunch of screaming little liberal pussies. I'm sure not all of them are pussies. So you have total control of all those things. White House, Senate, Congress, social media, all the news stations except for one or two, maybe, and the newspapers. So what do you call that in other countries when that's going on? All the control of social media and the newspapers, White House, Senate, and Congress. What do you call that? Yeah, you call it communism. So if you don't want to end up there, vote conservative, not a racist. Catch you on the next one.